Good afternoon. Welcome to Coffee and a Card. Happy Tuesday. So looking forward to being with you here today as we make a card, open some happy mail, and just have some fun together. So we'll get settled in here as you guys are coming in. I always use the opportunity to pull up stuff on my iPad, but also it gives an opportunity for you to get in here because I know that getting notifications from Facebook is always interesting. And so I don't want to say anything super important right here at the start because then y'all don't see it. So welcome to everybody who's coming in. Hi, Ethel and Brenda and Kim. Welcome, you guys. And again, happy Tuesday. So I've got a couple of happy mail that we're going to open, and we're going to take a look at we're going to talk about card play, and then I'm going to make a card using the featured bundle from card play. So that will be, that's where we're heading today. So we'll start with some happy mail, and the first one comes from Pat Seifert in New York. Oh, that's beautiful. And it says, "Love makes the world go round." And oh, there we go. So it's a Z fold. There we go. It's always hard when I'm showing it backwards. When I'm behind the card trying to figure out, wait, what is this fold? That's really pretty. So I like how when it's closed, I thought it was just like a standard open card because the DSP matches so well, but it's actually a fun fold there. So that's really cool. Okay, and the other one, we just have two today. So this one is from Colette Hyde, and she is from Florida. And using the daisy paper, says "for you." And see if I can get this open. There we go. Okay, it was blank on the inside. That was a lot of effort to open it and find it blank. I'm not even going to try to explain why I have trouble opening a card today. I have no idea. All right, you guys. I love showing off your happy mail. I think homemade cards are such a fun way to brighten people's day, and so I love seeing what you guys are making and getting to show that off to everybody else as well. Okay, I am going to dive right in and put my camera down because there's some fun things I want to show you, and I'd rather you just see them instead of me trying to hold my, okay, there we go, instead of trying to hold them up. So coming up July 28th and 29th is an online retreat that I am co-hosting called Card Play. And so Card Play is a retreat that we do 3 or 4 times a year. I think this year we're going to do it 3 times. So this is our second one. We did it back in February and y'all loved it. So we're going to be offering it again here at the end of July. And so what it is an online retreat. It's 2 days of crafting together. So there will be 12 different Facebook Lives. So it's me and 3 other demonstrators. There's 4 of us who have joined together to do this. And so there'll be 12 Facebook Lives over Friday night and Saturday. So every video will have 2 different cards that we're showing you how to make. So you'll get 24 PDF tutorials, and then there'll be prizes. There will be fun questions to answer, a lot of community that you can meet other crafters in the group, and you have 2 choices with it. You can just watch and grab your own supplies and craft along with us, or you can purchase the Make and Take kit, which has supplies for 8 cards that feature this bundle, the Inked and Tiled bundle. So each of the 4 of us will be showing you how to make 2 cards with this, so that's why you've got 8. We're each doing a fun fold for you. There's going to be, I think there's at least 12 fun folds in this class. There's a lot of fun folds. But the Make and Takes, we're definitely giving you a bunch of fun folds in those. So you'll have all the card stock you need for your 8 cards. You'll have a whole pack of this inked botanicals, designer series paper. There's 2 different packs of embellishments. There's a roll of ribbon. Just a lot of fun goodies that are in that Make and Take kit. So I think you're really going to like it. Or like I said, you can just purchase the online pass. And this bundle coordinates with 2 punches. We're going to use one of them here today, but there's 2 punches that it goes with. And so you can make some fun cards with those designs. All right, I put the link in the video, so if you want to sign up for the retreat, you can. Today I'm going to show you a card using this bundle. It's not one of the ones you'll see in the retreat. So anytime you see one of us showing inked and tiled cards before the retreat, they are not the ones we're doing in the retreat. So retreat designs are reserved only for the retreat. But I like to show you what the possibilities are with this set, because we're giving you an entire pack of designer series paper, and obviously you're not going to need that to make 8 cards, so you're going to have tons of leftovers. So I just want to give you some ideas for how you might use some of those leftovers. So today's card is going to feature Lost Lagoon, and we're going to just make this really simple stamped card. Okay, so we will start with our Lost Lagoon cardstock, and we'll cut it in half. So we're going to cut here so that we have a piece that is 8.5 by 5.5. So just a half a sheet of paper, and then I'm going to turn it and score it at 4 1/4. And then we need to cut a piece of basic white, and this one needs to be 4 3/4 by 2.5. So 4 3/4 by 2.5. There we go. Okay. So we'll take that, and I am also going to grab a piece of grid paper because I know that I will be stamping off my piece of paper and I want to make sure to protect my desk. So we're going to take this and we're going to grab our Lost Lagoon ink. And I've got a couple of stamps we're going to be using. So the first one is this. Actually, this is not the first one I'm going to stamp with, but these are the 2 different stamps. So we've got the leaves, and then we've got this big flower one. I'm actually going to start with the leaves here. So that we can get that on our paper. And let's see, I'm going to try to keep my head out of the video, but also make sure that I'm on my paper. There we go. Get that little hair out of there. Okay. Okay, and then next we'll take the flowers, and we won't need the whole stem, but I'll go ahead and ink down just because I don't know exactly where my stamping will stop. Okay. So then I am just going to make sure my flowers are fully on my page. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to close this for a minute because we're not quite ready to stamp our sentiment yet. Okay, so we'll take our, oh, you know what? We need a piece of designer series paper. We need our background. So here is our background designer series paper. And we're going to cut this at 4 by 5 1/4. So 4 by 5 1/4. Go. All right, now we can adhere this to the front of our card. Becomes a fairly monochromatic card here, just with some kind of elements of white coming through. Okay, then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to go ahead and dimensionalize it so that we have it nice and popped up. Now, because of the length of this one, I'm actually going to put dimensionals in the middle too, because I want to make sure that it stays popped up evenly. I don't like it when I put a longer piece like this and then I end up with like dips in it, because I didn't put dimensionals in all the right places. So that's why I put a few extra on here so that it stays nice and level. So we'll put that there. Okay. And then we'll set that aside for a minute and we'll grab one of the punches here. And we're gonna grab just a scrap of white, punch one of these out. And then I'll also punch one out of the Lost Lagoon. These shapes really remind me of like a quilted piece. That's what I think of every time I see these pieces. Okay, so back to our ink here. We're actually gonna stamp two things while we're here. So I'm gonna need my grid paper. I also have a piece of 3 3/4 by 5 basic white. That's gonna go on the inside of our card. And so I wanna tie in our flowers to the inside. There we go. And then we're gonna use the words thank you here. And we'll just stick that right there. Okay. So I can take my white one and we're gonna adhere it to our Lost Lagoon. And I'm just gonna try to offset here so we can see that Lost Lagoon there peeking out behind the basic white. And then we'll add some dimensionals here. So we'll bring back our card. I'll go ahead and tape our inside. So we got that there. Flip it back over. And we can add this to the front. Now, if you needed to have some words that were too big for these shapes, you could also stamp right here in this empty white space that was on here on the empty white space. But I just really wanted to tie in this fun shape here. And then we're going to use the Tinsel Gems 3-pack. And the 3-pack, let's see here. Here's a full one. So you can see here, it comes with the, this would be Misty Moonlight, I believe it's Bubble Bath, and then Lost Lagoon. So those are the 3 when it says it's a Tinsel 3-pack. Because there's also a Tinsel Gems 4-pack, which has different colors than this one. But that's what the whole pack looks like. So we'll come back here to one of my partials and pull out the Lost Lagoon ones here. So there are a couple of different sizes of these gems. So I'm going to go with the smaller one, and we're going to stick one here at the edge of my punch piece. And then another smaller one we're going to stick over here, and then a large one right there. Just to add a little bit of sparkly bling to the card. We'll crease it down. And there we have our card. So we're tying in the leaves that are in the background here and the flowers, and then using one of those punches. And then we've got the leaves on the inside as well, just to kind of hold it all together. So like I said, fairly monochromatic. We just have, there's some white in the DSP, and so then we've got our bits of white with the cardstock as well. So, like I said, this is the bundle that we are featuring at the Card Play Retreat. This is not one of, again, not one of your make and takes, but I want to show you how much fun it is to play with this set, because I think you'll really like it and you'll really want it. You definitely want the punches, even if you decide to substitute with your own stamps, you know, images and words, definitely recommend the punches so that you can punch out your pieces for the cards that we're creating. All right, you guys, that is our card today for Coffee and a Card. So thank you so much for tuning in today for that. I am going to be on the road this Friday. So we're still going to do Fun Fold Friday, but I'm going to be doing it from a hotel room. So it'll really be spur of the moment, probably 9-ish in the morning, but it'll really be whenever I can find a clear space and good internet at the hotel, as Josh and I are taking a trip this week. So, but stay tuned for Fun Fold Friday. And if you have not entered into the drawing for last week's Fun Fold Friday, be sure you go to the community group and post your version of the Fun Fold of the week so that you can be entered into a fun prize drawing. All right, you guys, thanks again for tuning in for Coffee and a Card, and don't forget to encourage one another and build each other up. Have a great day.